construction of the BMP coincides with the launching of the combat team from the forming up point.
With the investment of Blanktown now complete, the brigade commander has directed the KRH battle group to launch a deliberate assault on the town to gain a foothold. Known as the break-in, this is conducted at the perimeter of the town and should be at a point at which the defender is assessed to be most vulnerable.
This is Highlander 3-5 coordinating pump. Hunter 1 is ready game pump. Hunter 1, this will be a Typhoon control bomb on target, so this will require a 1 by Hellfire.
Now ideally, the break-in force will attack the enemy from a flank, concentrate its forces and firepower on a narrow frontage and use techniques to deceive the enemy as to the true break-in point. Intelligence will be key and should exploit aerial photography and local knowledge. 3H fires will have been planned to target enemy key capabilities such as armour, command and control nodes and pre-identified strong points. In our demonstration, Wildcat has already identified the berm and an enemy anti-tank weapon system in the upper story of the building behind you. It will now cue an Apache Attack Helicopter to engage and destroy it with a Hellfire missile.
7162, 7333, Fleming south. Hunter 1 in, 310 degrees. Hunter 1, cleared hot. Cleared hot, Hunter 1.
Into assault formation in the forming up point, or FUP. This is being done as quickly as possible to minimise the risk from enemy artillery. It is standard operating procedure for the tanks and infantry fighting vehicles to be formed into small groups known as combat teams. Here, a troop of 4 tanks works intimately with a company of warrior infantry fighting vehicles. Attached to this grouping may also be a fire support team, or FST, from the Royal Artillery, and elements of a close support armoured engineer squadron, such as Trojan. Trojan provides the capability to quickly clear obstacles such as minefields, berms, or anti-tank ditches, which the enemy may have built around or inside the objective. Combat teaming provides the ideal mix of capabilities for use in the close terrain of the urban environment. With their additional armour, the Challenger 2 will protect the warriors, which deliver the troops onto the target buildings. The fire support team have to consider a number of factors when bringing offensive support to bear within the built-up area. Targets are often fleeting and are therefore difficult to engage. Tall buildings can screen targets from weapon systems with low trajectories, and the effects of artillery are greatly reduced by buildings. The presence of civilians greatly complicates targeting and places a premium on precision strike capabilities, such as guided multiple launch rocket system, offensive air platforms, and exactor missile systems. These assets will be held by higher formations and are provided to the battle group based on priorities across the divisional battle space. In our example here, the battle group has been allocated ground attack aircraft, which the battle group commander has decided to use to keep the enemy suppressed as his troops leave the FUP and become vulnerable to enemy fire.
Construction of the BMP coincides with the launching of the combat team from the forming up point. They stated, armoured bulldozers proved to be a battle-winning asset in the urban environment by breaching obstacles and providing hasty defensive positions. Experiences in Mosul and within the Israeli Defence Forces have shown that engineer assets must be allocated to the entirety of an operation. Commanders should ensure sufficient engineer assets are available when battle grouping in offensive operations. Challnger 2, the assaulting combat team launches a one-wave assault onto the key objective beside you. The mechanics of this assault are identical to that of the break-in. Warriors can elevate their 30mm cannon to cover the upper stories of the buildings. In this example, the company has been provided by a protection dog from 1st Military Working Dogs Regiment. This will move forward to the chosen entry point, and in this case, through a window in the ground floor to conduct the break-in.
Slow down, slow down!
Left, on the right.
Okay, come on, quick scan. Let's go into that room there or into the one on the right. Let's go.
Support one!